catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas.
Well, Coach, to be predicted this time of year, it is a cold and windy night in downtown Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
We're ready. Check. Watch 54. Coming this way. Here we go.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
No, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back, part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Here's Jackson. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Let's get off the field,
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. This is Logan. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And now he's going to go down in the end zone. Down goes Matt Ryan, and that's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. On 3rd down, it's Logan. And a cut to the right and some open field here.
Another carry for the Ravens. A gain of 50 yards. First down, Patriots.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Murray now on 1st down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Bryce Love, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, box drop.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The sack by Jordan Willis.
Hey, Tuesday.
Play action, Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
We got this. At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Logan, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun on third down, Murray. He's got Njoku, his big tight end.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Ryan. And incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, exit. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's able to find Diggs. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
51. Hey, high 7.
From the gun, Ryan going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Here's Ryan to throw. And he finds Howard complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
54. I don't even know why this team showed up. Hey, one set. Check, Mike. Hey, 59, ready.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. His throw incomplete. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Here we go.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. Murray with a 3rd and long. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Trey Flowers picks it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Ready. Come to ball. Hey, 59, ready. Hey, Delta.
Now on 2nd and 13. Ryan, that's caught by Howard. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching? Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20, 10, 5, and it's a New England Patriots touchdown.
Touchdown, baby, let's go!
We talk about it a lot. One of the dangers of the long field goal, you got to kind of hit it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only do they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return, where they didn't create a penalty? Oftentimes in that type of a scrambling situation, someone will clip, someone will block below the waist, right? You name it. In this case, though, that didn't happen. They formed it up, and he took it all the way back for a touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time, they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Patriots' 48-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Ryan. It's complete to Diggs. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 9th touchdown of the season as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run it here with Logan. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Darius Leonard, last year's leading tackler as a rookie in the NFL, in on the stop. On 2nd and 7, Murray. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Logan. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He's looking for Ridley again, and it's third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. T.J. Logan, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play, because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Jim. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. 20. Switch. Greystone travel. Ready to go.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. And this is incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on,
They run again with Logan. And not much there. Maybe a yard up in the 24. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
To throw is Murray. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. A good pickup there at 22.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Logan. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. To throw is Ryan. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Hey, express! Push him back! Push him back! Mike! Go! Mike 54!
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Murray from midfield. They'll let this go for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at about the 31. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
50 seconds to Mike. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Back to throw it, Murray. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
57. Mike.
Back to the air on second down. It's Murray. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. DJ Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's second down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You go night.
Throwing again. Ryan. And he'll complete this one to Barrios. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. One last shot for Ryan. And Diggs has it. 30. 10. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close.